Hello my scrappy friends, and a big welcome to my channel today. I just thought I would give you a bit of an update as to where I'm at with December things. Today is the 20th of December. I finished our Christmas cards yesterday. I'll show you quickly. This was the first design I came up with. I'm really happy with how it came together, but then I ran out of stuff, and so I've had to improvise a little bit. So it morphed into some pattern paper backgrounds, and then it morphed again because I ran out of my little reindeer. I've just got my cards next to me. I'm just having a quick look. I found these most adorable little I don't know, charm things. So here's one, and I've done tags instead of the hearts, and this little guy as well. So I've been plugging away at those. This is my December daily album for 2020. I've also been working on some Christmas gifts. I'll give you a quick sneaky peek. So I've done, as teacher gifts, I did some of these, but I also did some for my closest friends and some family. So this is for one of my friends that I work with. It's the initial of her first name, and then on the back, coffee, coffee, and more coffee. But yes, I've also been working on our December daily album. So my album is from Ali Edwards. The supplies that I'm using are mostly Pretty Little Studio. The collection is Christmas Cheer. So lots of black and whites with some pops of colour. I'll just quickly show you what I've got here in my full 8x8 papers. A Starter Night, ornament balls, Fraser fir, stick candy, minty. I love a good candy cane stripe. Have to admit, it's one of my favourites. Stick candy licorice. That's kind of screwing with my eyes. Quilted stocking. So this is all of the patterns and colours in the collection. I love it. Star Bright. That's a light pink background with the pink and red stars. Stick candy cherry. This is my favourite. This one's heartwarming. Christmas Story, which I love. Caroling. I think I've got two of that one. And I've got the stick candy again, and back to the beginning. The reason that I chose Pretty Little Studio product to work with this year is because for years and years I've been looking at their product. They have the most beautiful vintage pieces, and these Santas, I love them. They might not be your thing, and that's totally okay. But I love them. I've got a few Ali Edwards pieces as well. Those stitched hearts. So yeah, I had to have, and look at those deer. So I finally caved, and this is the collection that I ended up using. I love it. I seriously love it. And look at the Santa with the pink hat. I love him. So yeah, and then there's this guy. I've got him in 2 different sizes. He's also on a 3x4 card. So that's the collection that I'm using. I've also added in, like I said, a few bits and pieces from Ali Edwards, including those stitched hearts. I've got some stuff from Ellie's Studio as well. And I'm using dies from Ellie's Studio. But yeah, this is the album so far. I've been taking notes, so I have a pretty good idea of what photos I'm using, what stories I'm telling. Just give you a quick flip through of my album here. So this was an 8x8 paper that I've obviously trimmed out. AMJH December 2020. I love this deer, he's so cute. And then my intention, I guess, for my 2020, not just December daily, but for December and this season in general. So obviously it says gratitude. Oh my, what a year 2020 has been. There have been so many ups and downs, not only for us, but also for Australia and the whole damn planet. My December 2020 intent is gratitude. We have so very many things to be grateful for, and focusing on those makes the hard things sometimes easier, but more often a little less bitter to swallow. The thing that I am the most grateful for is that we are lucky enough to not only be Australians, but West Australians. Our changes, though some tough, have been minimal, and this December will be mostly normal. I'm grateful that we have made progress on life things through a global pandemic. I'm grateful for the people I love and that love me. I'm grateful for my boys. Yes, they can be hard, but oh boy, they sure challenge me to be better. They make me laugh every single day, and we all love big. So that's kind of where I'm sitting right now with, I guess, life, not just December. But so, yeah. Day one. Now, if you've been following my December daily at all over the years, you know that I always do the Christmas tree on day one. We didn't have a Christmas tree on day one this year. We decided to go with a real tree, and I was working on the 1st of December, so we had to put it off. So I documented Welcome Home Again Pixie. This is our elf. She came and bought the boys advent calendars, and we got a book. So the boys have been eagerly awaiting to see if Pixie will return to us again for 2020. Needless to say, they were super excited. Hunter very proudly read Santa's letter out loud, and they eagerly busted into the gifts, advent calendars and a copy of A Christmas Carol. Day two, I managed to get the Christmas spirit a little bit earlier than I have done the last few years, which was very exciting. So I've got 2 4x6 photos there. This is my craft room, so right above where I am now. So this here is where my phone is mounted, right above me. And then these are the lights, but I've just hung, so there's little star-shaped lights, but also my little gnome and pom-pom trim, which is so cute. I love it. And then this was obviously my big boy helping me hang the stockings. It's been a few years since I have had the Christmas spirit turn up on the 1st of December. So when I was super eager prior to December, even beginning, my joy was so big. Perhaps it is in part due to my acceptance that we wouldn't have the tree up on the 1st, or perhaps it's just I'm ready to farewell 2020. So just a little cluster here, and then I've copied them and just spread that around. At the bottom of this 3x card was actually like a little snowy village, and I was like, I'm in Australia, I don't want a snowy village. So I found this Santa which fit perfectly, so he's gone in there. These puffies are from Ellis Studio, so is the chipboard. This and this are from Ali Edwards. The labels are all Pretty Little Studio, so is the banner and these little stickers and stuff. And the Santa. Holiday favourites, beginning to look a lot like Christmas, celebrate the season, love, deck the halls, 'tis the season, stockings. So he was keen to help, so I gave him this job, and for the first time I have Christmas on show in my room. The third, not at all Christmas story, but I had to include it. It was the story of the day. I googled this little guy. Gecko removal, ... So day 3, love you. This story, as we left for school today, there were 2 vehicles with box trailers over the road at our neighbours. The boys wondered out loud what was going on, so I told them to read the signs on the trailers. The brand name was written biggest and was Gecko something or other. I can't remember what the rest of it said. Which Jacob obviously read as the next words out of his mouth were, "Oh, they must be removing all of the geckos from their house." This, of course, made me crack up laughing, but Jacob didn't see the funny side until I prompted him to read the rest of the sign and then explained that what landscapers did. Funniest story of the day. So just a funny little everyday moment. Kid cracks me up. So day 4, so obviously there's no photo. I've just done a little bit of embellishing here. The puffies are Ellis Studio, the round tree, the tag, the label and the sticker are all from Pretty Little Studio. The background paper is Ellis Studio and the heart is Ali Edwards. For many years, I have expressed my desire for a real Christmas tree, and this year, funnily enough, is the year it is going to be. 2020 has been nothing anyone could have predicted, so in true 2020 style, a traditional tree goes up on the 1st didn't happen. First dilemma, the 1st was a Tuesday. Next dilemma was that the tree farm was closed on the 2nd due to a death in their family. third plant is hopefully a charm. I have very vague memories of a real tree from my childhood. The smell, the needles, yes, they make a mess, but life is not mess-free. I cannot wait. School run, drop off the boys, and off we go. I hope this is the first year of many with a real tree. I hope it helps to create magic memories for the boys, and I'm so excited to see which tree we choose. So obviously I'd written that in the morning before we went. And then this photo was actually taken a couple of days later because I don't normally do tinsel, and this year we put the tree up and I was like, I think it needs tinsel. So I had to go out and buy tinsel, but I'm really happy with it. I've used my mink and some gold star foil. I don't know how well you can see that. It just says it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I don't know who I got the idea from. Someone else shared it on a page and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. So I've done that. I love it. I think it looks so great. And then I'm not sure if I want to add anything else to this, so I've left enough space that I can. But day 4, our tree, a gold glitter heart, and then we all had fun at the tree farm and just loved the tree picked out. As with all new things, lessons learned for next time, but for now, love where we're at. For the first time in many years, Alan and I agreed we needed tinsel, so gold and pink for 2020. I've just used some of the vellum as well to make that little pocket and sewn along the edges in gold. Day 5 was our annual trip to the fire station. My husband is a volunteer firefighter, so they have a kids' Christmas party every year. So a clear sticker, a die with Ellie's Studio paper. This is Ellie's Studio paper in the background. Ellie's Studio stamp. Made a list and checked it twice. We've got Santa. The annual fire is kids' Christmas party. Santa visited and the boys were excited. Jacob got a Harry Potter diamond dot painting and Hunter a Scorpion Hot Wheels car. Fun. I've got a little tab here that says experience the magic. And then on the back, so every year, if you don't know, I'm in Australia, I think my accent gives that away, but obviously it is hot, and we set up, well, not we, they set up a slide, and it is literally black plastic with hoses, like sprinklers set up here, sandbags all the way down to hold it down. They use a ton of cheap bath bubbles and off they go. This little stamp here is from the Chamel set this year, which I've coloured with my Prism colour pencils. It is the thing they always look forward to, but it was way too cold for Jacob and Hunter only had a couple of goes. But Hunter heading down the slide, and today it was awesome. And just some enamel hearts from my stash and some gold splatters. Day 6. This was a bit of we haven't done this before, but my husband's work put on a kids' Christmas party, which was a bit exciting. My 6 here is from Ali Edwards. I've die cut a bunch of, well, I've cut 1 to 31 on my Cameo with this gold glitter cardstock. And then I've used Nouveau drops and a stamp here. But that's the boys. After the event, there were some steps that Hunter wanted to climb up. So we went up them and this was the view. So this is the ocean here. Absolutely beautiful. Open it up. This is them. Can you see that? No. So this is them at the bottom of the stairs. I'm like, they're a bit cute. A tag that I cut, a label. This is from the Pretty Little Studio. The stars from my stash. I've included like this pattern paper here. I thought I stuck that down better, but ASC open day. For only the second time in all the years that Alan has worked at ASC, they decided to do a family Christmas event. The main part of the day was at a park with games, food. What does that say? Ponies, and of course Santa. We also had a tour at Henderson, which was fun. I couldn't take any photos of the tour, but that's okay. And in here I've got some extra photos. So that was me and the boys up here. They did have he had his face painted, he had his arm painted, which is clearly rubbed off. In his happy place. So there were a couple of ponies, and the other 2 that were there had horns on, so they were dressed up as unicorns. He was beyond excited. There's his little face painting. a little arm painting. So cute. Giant snakes and ladders with us as the pieces. So they were actually playing nicely for a change. And then back to the beginning. And they're just in a little glassine bag here. I haven't done day 7 yet, but day 7 will go in here. And day 7 will be, we had some stinking hot days and I'm a bit excited because summer might finally be here. Day 8. So this is from, I believe they're Ali Edwards kits. 2020 cards, Merry Everything, Christmas Cheer, Big 8, excuse me, from Pretty Little Studio. The felt star from Ali Edwards. And then in here, I've got 3 cards. So this one, Hunter, Jacob, and one of the ones that I made. Pop those back in there. I'm going to leave this entry, I think, pretty much as it is. I have another entry coming up of the Crafter Math that I think I'm going to go into a bit of a story about the cards that I created, just because normally it's not a wing it and see how you go kind of experience. I'm not normally capable of that. But you can see my card on the back there. Then this is just them writing in their cards. Okay, so that's kind of as far as I've got with the actual completion of pages. Deck the halls, but kind of look at all my gnomes. Gnome, gnome, gnome. 1, 2, 3. 2 here. My hubby made these 3. I've got another 3 here. I think I have a bit of a gnome obsession. I love them. But I'm having lots of fun decorating this year, which is a very, very nice change. The following day, this little one, she's the one that was born the day after my birthday. And I was holding her after school and she like snuggled in and I'm like, oh, baby cuddle, she loves me. This story is hubby and I had another work thing for him down obviously on our beach, Rockingham Foreshore. So that was just about us getting out for a couple of hours without children, having a couple of drinks, and it was really nice. We went down to the foreshore afterwards, had a bit of a walk. Nice to not have to worry what the kids were doing. The next day I went into the city with some girlfriends and we walked the Christmas trail. This is my 2 friends that I went with. I love this one, so cool. And then these were my favourites. I have room here that I can add extra photos if I want. I'm going to pop a 3x4 journaling card in there. But yeah, these reindeers are so gorgeous. I love them. And then tell me, is it a gnome? Is it a Santa gnome? Is it a Santa? What do you think? Let me know. And then the last thing that I've done is, so I've done this wish list. I've done pockets. Oh, that's not stuck. But these slip straight in there. That I've stamped with the mink ink. And then I've done the same with my 1, 2, 3. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tags. I've got this label in red, and so I think I'm going to cut that in half and run it like along the bottom. Maybe I need to pull out the green. I don't know. And names, and then I'm going to get everyone to fill in their wish lists. I don't know what day this is going to be in for, but it'll make it in because the boys opted to do wish lists rather than a letter to Santa. Today's story will be what? Visiting Santa. So we went and we had socially distanced photos with Santa, which was very, very strange. But it is what it is, and it's definitely a show of what is happening in the world right now. Like I said at the beginning of my entry of my album, I'm so grateful that we are where we are. So grateful for lots of different things. So yes, just pop these in here. I think that's really cute. I got that idea from Chanel. But yeah, so I've got that happening. I've got a couple of design team layouts due that are on my desk. Really excited to get into those as well. So I'm going to stop the video and get creating. But do you do a December daily? What are you up to? How are you going? Do you wait till after? Do you go day by day? I'd love to hear. Or, you know, if you don't do a December daily, what kinds of crafts do you do through December? Are you gifting things? Are you just doing your normal crafty things? Leave me a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear what you get up to through December for your craftiness. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's not too long-winded, but I shall be back soon with another, hopefully maybe layout share or process video. I think I have a process video that I've recorded that I haven't shared yet, so I think I'll do that. Anyway, I hope that your December is going well. I hope that wherever you are safe and well. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you're doing for your crafty time in December. Oh, I did my nails too. Did my nails. My favourite Christmas colour combo. Have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you very soon in my next video. See ya.